I was around for the preparation for Melbourne, obviously, and didn't play, and wasn't around in India, but just the feeling I've got around the team hasn't been any different. For some reason, though, our skills are letting us down at pretty crucial times. Tonight I think they just, it was a slow wicket. I think they probably got more runs than they probably should have got, and then with the revision of the total and the overs, sort of surprised us a little bit as well. It sort of felt that it was always going to be a pretty difficult chase, I thought. So I really can't put my finger on why we've played as poorly as we have over the last little bit now. I mean, I know it looks like it is 7 straight games, whatever it is, but it's over a few different series in a long period of time. So that's the way we have to look at it a bit, I think. Knowing how close we were to winning the first game and not being able to get there, and probably being outplayed right from the start today is disappointing. But we've got to, and I said this in Melbourne as well, we have to start playing the brand of cricket that we know that we can play, and start getting that winning feeling back around our dressing room again, because there's no doubt the game's a whole lot easier when you have that feeling around the group, and at the moment we haven't had it, and we haven't had it for a while. So hopefully that all starts for us on Sunday.
There's plenty of blokes like playing in this team who will be up for the Ashes as well. I mean, that losing in the past, when there's been a lot of wins, you said it doesn't really play back up to the same now, or it's starting to kind of chip away at confidence and just the vibe of the whole setup.
Well, as I said, the feeling has been as it is most of the time when we're playing. I don't think that any guys are feeling under pressure or anything like that. I just, as I said, I can't put my finger on why our performances haven't been better. Will it start weighing on guys' heads going to the Ashes? Look, the Ashes is still a fair way away yet, and we've got to stop talking about it and thinking about it to tell the truth, because we've got one more game left in this series and then a bit of state cricket to play before the Ashes comes around, and we have to make sure that we're looking at Sunday first and foremost, and making sure that we're turning our fortunes around there, and some of the players turning their form around in that game, and then we worry about the next game after that. Maybe that's one thing we are or have been a bit guilty of, is just looking a bit too far ahead and worrying only about the Ashes. But our preparation's been good, and all the guys are feeling pretty physically well at the moment. So as I said at the start, I think it's more just that our skills and probably our thought processes at different times have let us down in these first 2 games.
I think the bowlers have lacked a little bit of penetration over the course of their innings.
Well, we probably did a little bit tonight. They got off to a pretty good start, didn't they? They were 2 for 150, 160, I guess, at one stage. So we didn't make inroads early on. It was a pretty placid sort of wicket early as well, pretty slow, and didn't really offer much assistance early on. They're the sort of conditions that the Sri Lankans tend to play very well in, the slower sort of conditions. So I thought their batsmen today, particularly Taranga and Dilshan at the top, I thought set a real good platform for them. And when it came down to the run chase for us, we knew that we were going to have a couple of good partnerships at the top, and we weren't able to get those. And when we were 2 for 30 or 2 for 40, I thought the chase was always going to be pretty difficult from there.
And they hadn't won a series here before, and that's wouldn't sit too comfortably with you, the fact that they've been able to do that?
No, it's disappointing any series that you lose. It doesn't matter if the team's never done it here before or not. It's you just don't want to be part of a losing series. So I know all the guys feel very much the same as that now, and I think that's where you look back to games like Melbourne, and when it's only a 3-game series, you just can't afford to let a situation or a circumstance like that slip through your fingers, and that's what we did there, and that's what put us back under pressure in this game today. And as I said, we weren't good enough today.
Well, that run out went all a bit pear-shaped. It's kind of tempting to think that in a way encapsulates what's happening at the moment when things just aren't going right, and if that makes sense, is that the way it's felt at the time, perhaps, or
I didn't know what to do at the time, whether to pull my hair out or laugh or what to do. I don't think Watto saw the funny side of it at the time, but look, I guess little things like that. It probably is a bit like that, to tell the truth, that when you are going through a bit of a trot like this team is, little things like that tend to happen probably more often than they should. And today was just that in particular, that incident was just a bit of a miscommunication. I think Watto thought he was just going to throw the ball to him, and Watto could knock the bails off, and putt wound up from a couple of metres away, and as you saw, the ball would have hit middle stump probably, but Watto's knee was in the way. So those little things are the things that you have to iron out if you want to win games.
Do you think the team needs a win before the Ashes?
Oh, look, you want to win every game that you play. Simple as that. We haven't been able to do that for a little while now, so does it need it? We certainly would like to be able to think that we're good enough to bounce back and win on Sunday. As I said, it's a vast changeover of players from this team to the team that will probably take the field in Brisbane, but there's still a few of us that will be around, and as I said, the change room's always a better place when you've got a bit of a winning feeling around, so hopefully we can do that on Sunday. Well, he really only got his opportunity to come into the side because of Horrocks playing the Shield game in Brisbane. Horrocks has probably been our best one-day bowler for the last couple of years, so when you have someone that misses a game like that, I feel anyway that they always deserve to come straight back in. So that was the major reason why. We thought about the chance of maybe playing two of them and leaving one of our batters out, but with the wicket looking like it did today, we thought that our batting depth might have been good for us in this game. I've always thought of them and seen them as being vitally important for our preparation for Brisbane. I think all the guys will benefit greatly from being able to play those couple of rounds. Although I don't think WA they've only got one game, haven't they, before then? So hopefully that everyone that'll be up for selection for Brisbane can maximise the preparation time that they're going to get and make sure they get some wickets if they're bowlers and get some good solid time in the middle if they're batsmen.
How close an eye will you keep on England when the tour matches?
I keep a pretty close eye on most games of cricket that are happening around the world, to tell the truth. Did they start today? That game start today? What happened?
Brook got two of his first over. To about 100.
240 declared, 8 down at 1 for 10.
Okay, so that sounds like a decent day, yeah. Look, we'll keep an eye on that, on those guys and what they're doing. They've got a lot of cricket to play yet before Brisbane as well, so I'm pretty sure. I've already read some stuff that doesn't sound like they're going to be taking their number one attack to Hobart for that last game before the first test, so we'll keep a close eye on all of them. And we'll be well prepared for Brisbane.
Did you feel comfortable with that ball that got you back?
I feel comfortable. It actually it bounced a bit more than I thought. And what I did say to me at the time, that he felt that that guy actually does get a little bit more bounce out of the surface. The wicket was a bit damper when we started our batting as well, and you could feel that the ball was hitting a bit higher on the bat than what it looked like it was when their guys were batting. So, I felt like I was in pretty good position, and as you see, the ball just hit 2 inches away from towards the top edge of the bat, which just was that little bit extra bounce. So that was how I felt about it, I guess.
Is there any drama within the team? There's been some stuff about it.
There's been a bit, hasn't there, written over the last bit.
Being on the nose, supposedly in India and that kind of thing. Is it? What's your...
No, there's absolutely not. I mean, I had a really close read of one of the articles that was written about it, and some of the instances that were referred to in there were, as far as I'm concerned, just completely made up. So I'm not sure why they were written the way that they were, but I guess me being the captain of the side, it's my job to make sure that one of my jobs anyway, to make sure that little things like that are handled in the right way, and if there's any disharmony, it's up to me to make sure that I'm getting on top of it. And as I said, some of those things that were reported, I think, were a long, long way from the mark. So, not much we can do about it though.
It all kind of sounds like doom and gloom.